The K&N 69-1212TS air intake system is guaranteed to increase horsepower on 2013 and 2014 Honda Accord models with a 3.5-liter engine. It uses a custom manual bent aluminum air intake tube and a custom heat shield designed to help isolate the intake air from engine heat. It features an original K&N high-flow washable air filter and comes with a K&N million-mile limited warranty. Check knfilters.com for a complete up-to-date list of models this air intake fits. With the 69-1212TS intake installed on a 2013 Honda Accord with a 3.5-liter engine, K&N power testing showed an estimated power gain of 7.4 horsepower at 5,429 RPM and 8.6 pound-feet of torque at 4,415 RPM. Actual results will vary depending on the condition of the vehicle, mileage, weather, and other variables. You can really see and hear the difference the K&N air intake system will make to your car. This intake comes with all components needed for an easy installation, along with detailed installation instructions. The tools needed are shown. Start by turning off the ignition and disconnecting the negative battery cable. Disconnect the mass air sensor electrical connection and unhook the wiring harness from the airbox. Lift off the engine cover. Disconnect the crankcase vent tube from the intake hose. Loosen the hose clamp securing the intake hose to the throttle body and unhook the wiring harness from the intake hose. Loosen and remove the two airbox mounting bolts. Lift the airbox halfway out and unhook the wiring harness from the airbox and remove the airbox assembly. Install the heat shield mounting bracket onto the heat shield. Cut the provided edge trim into the 44-inch section and one 14.5-inch section. Install the 14.5-inch section of edge trim into the hole of the heat shield. Install the 44-inch section of edge trim around the outer edge of the heat shield. Install the provided rubber-mounted stud onto the front airbox mounting location. Remove the front lower throttle body mounting bolt. Install the provided tube mounting bracket onto the throttle body and secure with the factory bolt removed in the previous step. Set the heat shield into position on the rubber-mounted stud and factory rear airbox mounting location. Secure the heat shield with the provided hardware. Install the provided silicone hose onto the throttle body and secure with the provided hose clamp. Remove the mass air sensor from the factory airbox and install into the K&N intake tube, securing with the provided hardware. Install the 90-degree vent fittings into the K&N intake tube. Install the K&N intake tube through the heat shield and into the silicone hose, and then align with the mounting bracket. Secure the tube with the provided hose clamp and hardware. Secure the wiring harness to the tube mounting bracket using the provided tie wrap. Connect the provided crankcase vent hose to the factory vent tube and then connect the open end to the 90-degree vent fitting installed into the K&N intake tube. Install the K&N air filter onto the K&N intake tube and secure with the provided hose clamp. Reconnect the mass air sensor electrical connection and reinstall the engine cover. Lastly, reconnect the vehicle's negative battery cable. Double-check to make sure everything is tight and properly positioned before starting the vehicle. It will be necessary for all K&N high-flow intake systems to be checked periodically for realignment, clearance, and tightening of all connections. Failure to follow the installation instructions or proper maintenance may void warranty. The 69-1212TS intake is not legal for sale or use on any pollution-controlled motor vehicle in California or states adopting California emissions procedures. K&N makes products for nearly every vehicle on the road. Visit knfilters.com to search for products by vehicle, dimension, cross-reference, or even VIN number. You can also quickly look up other products available for your car, truck, or motorcycle, including high-flow air filters designed to increase horsepower, wrench-off oil filters that are easy to remove, and our new washable cabin air filters that will help keep the inside of your car fresh and clean. Make your move to K&N, makers of the world's best air filter.